All right. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Meg. How you
Hi, how
doing?
are you?
I'm doing good. How's your morning?
Excellent. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of the team for Blackwing Farms, getting this webinar up and
Got it.
running. And now you're taking the reins and going off to help us promote. So here we are. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, you are a student at UC Santa Barbara and studying fourth year in.
Communications.
That's it. That's it. That's what it's all about. Communications, connectivity, all of it, right?
Yep, exactly. And it's been such a great time, connecting with the team, and it's been a really exciting first week. I think I'm really excited about it.
You got it. You got it. And it will always be exciting here at Blackwing. Trust me on that. Okay. So here's what we're talking about. Dog, it's your master's class. And so we don't go down the COVID tunnel. We do not go down the COVID tunnel, but this is 2020. So we will be looked upon in history as the COVID year. And it's just who we are and how it goes. So what I know a lot about post-traumatic stress. I know a lot about secondary traumatic stress. What I learned about recently is something called post-traumatic growth. It's actually a psychology study, and it's called PTG, post-traumatic growth. One of the top things that they say, if you want to grow post-trauma, if you want to improve, if you want to change and not be continually bogged down, learn something new.
Wow. That's
Right?
that's perfect. And I think, this webinar is so informative. I think people at home and going through all these changes, if when you can learn something and then feel like you're in control of that, that's brilliant.
I like that. I like that a lot. And again, we started with the word communication,
Hmm.
connectivity. It's so massively important for us now. We can't hug, but we can still connect.
Exactly.
So I wasn't getting enough of my people, of my stimulation. Literally, all the live conferences have either gone online or were canceled or postponed to 2021, some 2022. And so I missed that. I missed the people. I missed the stimulation mentally, physically, and for me as an animal behaviorist. I am a flower essence expert specializing in animal behavior. So I miss that. I miss that from my people. So here's what we did. We created something. Wow. Day of the Dog webinar, right?
Gorgeous.
Oh my God. And it turned out, and you've seen the whole thing. You've seen all 4.5 hours. It turned out beautiful, massive. People had a lot to say. We had 10 experts on. I moderated everything, but I had 10 experts. And you were going to ask me a question about that, about moderating this.
Yeah, I'm personally just really interested. You're right. You have 10 experts and over 200,000 years of dog experience. It's a massive amount of knowledge that these people have amassed over, long careers. And so I really was just interested in how you try to draw out the best conversation and something that's really allows people to learn from that webinar.
Okay, so that is beautiful. So here it is. And what it is the 200,000 are the amount of dogs. And that's a minimum, the amount of dogs that these 10 people have influenced the lives of at least 200,000 dogs. The years of their experience, and I didn't want to give everybody's age, so I minimized to 240 years of
Oh,
experience.
oh,
What we know about this is that any study of behavior is the study of one. It means for me, the animal that is in front of you.
mhm.
And what I learned from that one animal maybe won't go on to the next or the next. So it's the study of one or 200,000 as these people bring their expertise to us in this. So tell me about the format. What did you like about the format, the 1 hour segments, etc., and how we did that?
I was just saying I love the 1 hour segments because really, people might not have time to sit down and digest a 4 hour straight webinar. but when you can get specific to certain individual pieces of it, it really makes it a really interesting watch, and I think something that people could dive into. Like imagine it as like a Netflix miniseries almost.
That's it. Master's class. I'm telling you, I signed up for that as soon as COVID hit. So like literally March, and it was fascinating. It was absolutely, I'm loving that. And again, to learn something new, learn something different, keep the brain active. And especially at my age, that's what they say, walk and be active. So, keep the brain active. So here's what happened for me. Sarah Ordonez, one of our team from UC Santa Barbara, this is the way she sees it. She sees it as we've got access to the experts.
Exactly.
And I'm loving that. And I know you've got some people that you were taking notes on as you watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I just adopted a dog a year ago, and there's so much I have to learn, and it's hard when I find things on social media, and it's tips and tricks, but you don't know where the information is really coming from. It's somebody heard something, but this really, I felt like I was in a master's class. Really, I brought me back almost to like a lecture at UCSB. I was and I'm taking notes because you really feel like these people have total command of the field and what they're speaking on, and it's really when you have that sense of confidence from the people you're learning from, and you're able to process it in that way, you go at it with my dog with a lot more confidence. I knew that I had the tricks, And
let me say that you adopted an adult. We call them big block-headed, square-shouldered dogs. Okay, that's what we call them. We're not breed specific ever, but yeah. So and kudos to that for adopting an adult. So the good news is the shelters are so empty right now, emptier than ever before. And I've been following animal welfare and behavioral euthanasia. I hate to say it, but I've been following that for 20 years, the statistics and all that. So that's the good news, is the shelters are down. Puppy adoptions are up. And then in 6 months, again, this is when this class is really going to be important for families. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's something I learned, you got to get right on in terms of behavioral training and things like that. Get right on that. And you're right. That puppy stage that started a few months ago, the honeymoon might be coming to an end.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So listen, we were going to keep this one segment short. We'll probably do this again, maybe a couple times this week or within the next, week or 10 days. But I do want people to know we are ready. The webinar's up. It's ready to download. You get a fabulous, amazing, and also this is really good to listen to, literally. So if you've got it, on your iPhone or whatever, you can listen to it. But Sarah did a 20-page black and white coloring book all for us, and it is just amazing. We were talking about how people like to, kind of color in and do some busy work while they're busy. So at any rate, while they're keeping busy. So we've got this that comes automatically with the download. We're accessible. Yeah, we're accessible. Anybody's got a question. Jack, I know you're going to watch this 4 hours again, so that's good too. That's very, very good.
Is that the truth?
It's the truth, because every time I listen, I learn something new.
It's true. It's something that I first watched. I first sat down and watched almost like a movie, and then the second time, I'm in the car and I pop on. I gotta drive downtown, and I get 20 minutes in. I learn something new. It's right. It's something you can pick up at any time.
Excellent. All right. So again, it's ready to go at blackwingfarms.com. It's ready to go. You will find it on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. Thanks to Jack. Thank you, Jack. TikTok. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Really fast. I just want to go through the list of who's with us on this webinar. It's amazing. Okay. So first we have Libby Kowalczyk from She is the behavior manager at Rancho Coastal Humane in Encinitas, California. Amazing woman. She's been there for 15 years. And with Pamela Chandler, who's a private trainer with her own rescue also, but she also does private lessons. And Pamela is also from Encinitas, and their 1 hour or 45 minutes is called Enrich This. So, and the honesty that comes out from these speakers is amazing. And so, yeah. And then we've got For the Sake of the Dog, Don't Be Such a Human, with Sam White of The Inner Dog in New Jersey, and Dale Ward, who is an author extraordinaire. And both of these people are also with Victoria Stilwell, and Dale's from North Carolina. She is awesome. They had such a good time, and I got schooled in that one. So if you want to see me get schooled, listen to that one. And then we've got Puppy Hour. Oh my gosh, Puppy Hour with Glenn Pierce from the National Mill Dog Rescue, an amazing organization that does puppy mill dogs, rescues and rehabs. Amazing. So that's Glenn Pierce. Jennifer King from North Carolina, another private trainer who just got a puppy, so she makes that one interesting. And then Jen Severin, who works for the Montana State Women's Prison with a puppy program. So her women inmates are training dogs to help the people, but they're being trained for a profession when they are released from prison. So that's a massive win-win. Then we've got Amanda Reed from Sama Dog. We've got Renee Rinalda from Deepak Chopra Center. We've got Sam White again from Inner Dog, and Sherry Woodard, a dear friend. She is now at Vero Beach Humane, and Sherry and I met through Hurricane Katrina. So it's been a while, but yeah. So, but yeah, Jack, what we got? I can't believe it. I can't believe our time's up already.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know, God. Right? So listen,
we'll have to talk again soon.
I know. So give me your absolute highlight from this, hon. What did you take away for you and Brady? What did you take away?
To be honest, I loved hearing. Is it Sam White from the Inner Dog?
Yes. Yeah.
I loved hearing him talk about like listening to your dog and really understanding their psyche. Because to be honest, I look at my dog Brady in the eyes constantly, and I know he's trying to tell me something, and but you know, sometimes you don't know what it is. But I think I really understand my dog better after listening to you know, the dog Don't Be Such a Human.
Yeah.
It's so good. I really I enjoy like kind of understanding the evolutionary aspect and what dogs, you know, how they are the way they are, and that to me that was just a joy.
Oh, that is fantastic. All right. So what we're going to have to do, you and I, we're going to have to come back, and we're going to have to kind of like, you know, reintroduce, and then, you know, hopefully, hey, you know, hopefully we'll time it. We've had Sam White on live twice, and he's gotten thousands and thousands of views on our Facebook Live. And then we've had Dale Ward. We had Dale Ward on to interview her as an author. So, yeah, we've got to do this. We've had Jen, we've had Libby. So we've got to do this, and we'll invite some more people when we come back. How's that?
Oh, sounds great.
All right. So Blackwing Farms, look for webinars, search for it, whatever. It's also on the homepage. But please, you know, go ahead and download it. Give us your feedback. And what I tell people, if you're not happy, we will give you your money back. Seriously. I mean, you know, it's cheap to begin with. And I priced it at $19.99 because I wanted to say party like it's $19.99. I had to get a Prince reference in there. Okay, so listen, God, Masters class. Jack, thank you for being part of the team, and we'll do this again.
Thank you.
All right.
Great.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.